Trying to monitor your progress or improvement if you have a long-term condition can be a real challenge, and that's because good days and bad days are pretty common, and there's lots of different factors that can make the pain that we experience better or worse. So in today's video, I'm going to talk you through the best way to monitor your improvement and also talk you through how to set goals that you'll definitely be able to achieve. And we're going to start right now. Now, you may have come across this acronym before, but clinicians who work with people who have osteoarthritis are strongly encouraged to put SMART goals together with them. And the idea is to create some structure around the goal, ensure that the goal is meaningful, and most importantly, optimize the chances of you achieving said goal. So if we work through the acronym specifically with reference to osteoarthritis, hopefully by the end of the video, you'll be able to put a meaningful goal that you care about and you can achieve in place for your osteoarthritis. Now, as we work through the acronym, what we will quickly find is that pain is one of the worst ways that we can try and monitor our progress. Unfortunately, it is the thing that people tend to focus on most. Now, the reason it is not the best idea to focus on pain as your measure of improvement is because we've already mentioned it's highly variable. It can change from day to day. There's lots of different factors that can make pain better or worse, including the weather, for example, and we clearly have no control over that. But other things like nutrition and sleep and our mood can all affect how much pain we experience. So using a measure that's highly variable that can fluctuate from day to day is not a great idea. So the first letter in the acronym is S, and that stands for specific. So we need to pick something specific that we can try to improve. And straight away that highlights the issue with pain, because pain is very non-specific. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to focus on walking distance. So I'm going to pick a specific activity that I want to improve, but I'm also going to try and pinpoint what I specifically want to improve about it. Because even within one activity, there's many variables. With walking, for example, we could use speed, we could use frequency per week. So we're going to specifically focus on walking distance. The second letter is M, and that stands for measurable. So we need a very objective way that we can monitor our progress to work out whether we're actually going to achieve this goal or not. So we've said that walking distance is what I want to improve. That needs to be in relation to what I can currently do and what my baseline is. So let's say at the moment I can only walk 20 minutes and I want to be able to walk for 60 minutes. So I need to probably put in some short-term goals in order to reach the long-term goal to work out if I'm working towards achieving that 60 minutes. Now, A is for achievable. So we do need to be realistic about what we're trying to achieve. So if I am somebody who's never run in their life before and I am 60 years old with a painful knee and I decide I want to run a marathon in 4 months, that's probably not going to happen. In the same way that if you've had pain for 15 years, aiming to be completely pain-free is also probably unlikely. But if I can walk 20 minutes now and I would like to be able to walk for an hour in said time frame, then that probably is realistic. R is for relevant. Now, this one is really important. If you're going to work hard, if you are going to stay motivated and disciplined to work towards something, it needs to be something that is meaningful to you and that you care about. So why do I want to walk for longer than 20 minutes and to try and walk 60 minutes? Well, maybe it means that I can take my dog for a longer walk because I haven't been able to do that for the last 6 months. It might mean that I can actually go for a walk with my friends at the weekend because actually I'm not able to. So things that really add value to my life. It might be that you can't get on and off the floor at the moment to play with your grandchildren. So that would be something that you really care about. So making sure the goal is relevant is absolutely vital. T is for time frame. So we do need a time frame in place to know how long this thing is going to take, but also it gives a little bit of good pressure, a little bit of accountability to stick to a deadline. It also means that we can have this longer term goal and we can place some short term goals within that as well. So with my example, it might be that I'm going to aim for walking from 20 minutes to 60 minutes in 12 weeks. That's quite a big jump. So what I might want to do is I might say that by 6 weeks, I want to be able to walk 40 minutes. By week 8, I want to be able to walk 50 minutes. And then hopefully by week 12, I should be able to walk 60 minutes. So there we have it. Hopefully we have achieved our goal. But a couple of points to make just before we finish up. And the first one is, if you don't achieve your goal in said time frame, hopefully you've still seen a functional improvement in your ability to do said activity. So if I get to 12 weeks and I can only walk 40 minutes, I've still doubled the amount of function that I have with that activity. And then you can just increase the time frame a little bit longer. The second thing, which I can't emphasize enough, is trying to make sure we're using this function as our marker for improvement over the pain. It's far more accurate, and it might be that because we have a long-term issue, we're still doing these things with some degree of discomfort, and that is something that may not change. But if I can do 20 minutes of walking to 60 minutes, that's a 300% increase in the amount of function that I have doing that activity, even if my knee is still a bit sore afterwards. So focus on function over pain, and let me know in the comment section below the video what goals you're going to set yourself. If you have enjoyed today's video, then you can show your appreciation by liking the video just down there, and subscribe if you haven't already. It means you'll get notified every time I bring out new osteoarthritis related help, which I do every single week. And it also means more people will see the video that hopefully you found helpful. Whilst you're doing that, I'll see you in the next one.